Happy Independence Day and Koma Ghana this year, and on my Ghana, Yemfinshia Educia is 66 years. I saw my Mamuna Joe United Television, UTV Su, any a brasso, or Memu Amanin Samoa, some for Buabuano, Edina Ebesumo, say Castable and Semno Adorso, Yadasada Emma, that's the way chocolate drink. Do here, and it will share. Special ice mineral water and a special drinks. Ghana this year, munya special. Ya MOPB at all. Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. Amama banking, I come say. Ubedali star 277 hash now the bank no edin south so and a best assurance. Wama daruma and they are transferring some no eba. Did you couldn't be any.
And a brand new vision, you see, 66 years no. Ghana man pino dikain. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the Kasa Okaye, a Bredicano, the Bobby Amayeti.
Ghana man His Excellency Nana Ado Dankwa Kufuado Wakasa say Womusa Hunchira ba we are singing na. And so my Ghana dear, Unyamene Edini.
Ama paying na Nado Dankwa Kufuado Chiremu say Yan Kabamuna Mwamo Mano Aintumpon.
And now my Ghana Yan Finchia Aduciano, Saoko Cry Fan Sese Krua. A school from Quada in Niase and Omutra is Yandi.
Na Omampay Dada John Dramani Mama Independence Day Niana Manosam and it's one fan who ain't she.
And now my Ghana Edi and Finch Yanano UTV Yako Labadi Beach. A Hona Dishebi Ekodino, Yena Dishe Edi in Como F5 Media Course on the Eho.
And some Rubika only a de Barbes, Momiting a dear Pia, a Jewako dear mini.
David Ofori Safo.
Afen semno enchiremu eni na eye 6 March afe apima hankono aduonum enso 1957 mu ena Ghana yenya afa hodie ye wigina kete da wuku adabi ena Ghana mampanyina wodi kan Kwame Etuapoma osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah efuru ejina apaso ekasa ye editu dwachiremu ese Ghana yenya afa hodie eno enti eya asemdepa nesmo kan ye ewo poto kasam mu no wo kira no wo se emra tintini fa hodie no aba bedu okon no abawieye Ghana ye my kronkron no enya fa ahudie afebo na ye bekoto akoso enya fa ahudie pa na embom ne ye fa ahudie no ebetimi awie peye asipi amayenya agise bibiman ni nyina aka no enya fa ahudie anya saade a eye sebie konto ye ohunu eno entinye nyade ye nkamom etini fa ahudie smo kan no tretre ye enam so ba bibiman awdihye no egi fa ahudie di momoman ahodo no a sei eno de nsem atu dwa sabre no ewo Independence Square won crime.
At long last, the battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever. From now on, there is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Now I want you all, those who have hats on, to take off your hats and let the band play our national anthem. And from now on, that national anthem is the national anthem of the Gogo to be played on all occasions.
Wabra nedue o my Ghana edi infinisia na etoso edusia ensia 66 years no mantama odo nyina ye shefa ewomu na kesepa no de ekoso ewofra mantam na hinkro homu ehona Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɔkasa no wɔde etu dwa kyese ahokyera ba ɛwɔ wiase nyina nanso man Ghana de onyame ene adi ne yie pa wɔkyese na ban gusu ɛyɛ dɔm bɛyɛ bia sɛ de bɛ ahokyera ɔman Ghana ɛwɔ mu no wɔmetimi ayi ɔman Ghana efisa ahokyera ni nyina enso emu.
Fellow Ghanaians, I'm very much aware of the current difficulties confronting our nation, and we are working hard to resolve them. But maybe we should also count our blessings in how together we are managing the difficulties. We all see the images around the world. Here in Ghana, we have not had any fuel queues. We have not suffered shortages of food and essential items, or the catastrophe of Dubuson. Undoubtedly, major global developments have had a negative impact on our domestic economic performance. We've witnessed historic highs in global inflation and food prices, rising global interest rates triggered by tightening of monetary policy of central banks across several advanced economies to tame rising inflation, an energy crisis with crude oil prices reaching unprecedented highs at one point above $120 a barrel, the strengthening of the United States dollar against all other currencies, the tightening of global financing conditions, especially for emerging markets and developing economies, and the large-scale disruption of the global supply chain. These phenomena have manifested in Ghana in the form of the depreciation of our currency, the decline in gross international reserves, high inflation, elevated debt burden, significant fiscal stress, constrained domestic and external financing, and reduced GDP growth. It is these that have brought hardships upon our people. Government has deployed a number of fiscal interventions to help bring relief to Ghanaians, and I'm confident that sooner rather than later, we will see significant results of relief and recovery. In 2 days, on Wednesday, 8th March, I will in the Chamber of Parliament deliver a message on the state of the nation, where I'll delve into much greater detail the entirety of the package of policies government is implementing to bring back the days of rapid growth. The next 22 months of my mandate will be focused on restoring the economy we had before COVID-19 and the Russian invasion of Ukraine to the period of rapid growth. It is a solemn pledge I'm making to you, my fellow Ghanaians, and one which I am determined to fulfill.
Adaklo a no from Manteme ho na Ghana yakobodi mu edi afisha na no enam so ma wampanyi Akufo-Addo kasa edi to dwa kire mu se oman no ye hi anka bu mu bia koye ne yekodro hum na aboa mo man tumpon wase na aba no ye na afamu de bia da ahwe aboa se apomudin papa bekoso edi ama obia eno nti wo boa ma health insurance no agyare na so eno akire no wode ye mapa egu akwan so wo hwe amakuayo aye abefode a ebe manuane ebuso ebreko no bepegya Ghana sikasem e won firidwuma kwan so.
The greatest achievement of our independence is the fact that we have wielded different ethnic entities into one nation. Although the Gold Coast was the precursor to our independent Ghana, it was a collection of disparate groups. It was the attainment of independence that gave us our common identity as Ghanaians. An important historical fact is that of all the different peoples that have formed our modern nation, it was only the people of the Volta, Oti, and parts of the current northern regions who had the unique opportunity to choose to join the territory that became Ghana at independence. I'm referring, of course, to the 1956 plebiscite, in which on May 9th of that year, the people of the then British Togoland voted to join the Gold Coast on the attainment of her independence a year later. Without that significant historical event, we would not have Ghana as we know it today. Today, we celebrate the anniversary of the day we achieved the enviable status of becoming the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to be free of colonial rule. And with this came the weighty obligation to serve permanently as a barometer of the continent's progress. 66 years down the line, we have worked hard to live up to this responsibility, even though we acknowledge that we have not fully realized our potential and the dreams and aspirations of our forebears who fought for the independent Ghana we have today. On that historic night of 6 March 1957, after decades of agitation by the pioneers and members of the nationalist movement, Kwame Nkrumah, our nation's first leader, made the momentous proclamation of Ghanaian independence at the Old Polo Grounds in Accra, which we celebrate with joy each year. The theme for this year's celebration, our unity, our strength, our purpose, should imbue in us the constant desire to seek for the progress, prosperity, and development of Ghana, no matter the circumstances confronting us. That my devotion to the Ghana project is unwavering. The enemy we face is not each other. We can only win this battle if we stick together and pull in the same direction, regardless of our divergent viewpoints. I'm confident that we are on the right path, and I ask for your support so that we can continue the transformation of Ghana in peace.
And Independence Day no mantam ahodo ni nyina ahyefa na enka mantam nso no won hye ofa ewo tema ho no swafo hwenka mantam no eso Honorable Henry Korte adwumawura wo kasa enode atudwa achese ohwe oman Ghana enka bompe ene ade a ede oman no beduru bohye asase so.
Greater Accra Regional Minister Nkramanta Musuafo Nwonyamfo Enricote eda de sede we nyina no eto abankra chempanifo awodo a wom de Damensi Kropon Assembly no ano e wotema e na afi enkrantwe so se wom emmoa se ne be ya efi awodo aya na emne yen na nam so aya na asensuo to a enya baabi ntwimfa na age nsuo no aboso nti aya na etwi e de afa enipa so na ne agapade sese na nkwanso no e hwere eye Ghana de hye dodo no ano e no wo kire mu se so wom ebebo modern no wom de sanitation bylaws no aye adwuma e wo baabi bia na wo na wogidi se Ghana de hye nso bedi so esan se ye chewo se udifin e to baabi a na ya chewo de dua na ya ma watua anase bia dumpo ebetimi akwakoto efiase na ache se ni nyina no aboa ama ifin dodo no na Ghana de hye dodo no ade anida ho eye no wo mo agyae ne emontene sonso no etumi ate ni nyina nso eboa saa no a eye ade ebetimi ama ya pomudensem so no etimi agina brane.
Ladies and gentlemen, since my assumption of duty as a regional minister and based on His Excellency the President's declaration at Edeba in Jamestown to make Accra, by extension Greater Accra, the cleanest city in Africa, the Accra Regional Coordinating Council, in collaboration with all the 29 MMDAs, as well as our numerous stakeholders, launched the Let's Make Greater Accra Work agenda. This agenda has 5 broad pillars, which seeks to make Greater Accra a resilient and sustainable metropolitan region. Our dream is on course to make Greater Accra as an engine of socio-economic growth with a livable environment. Years ago, one could speak proudly and fondly of a city of Accra. However, with uncontrolled rapid urbanization and poorly managed spatial planning and settlement development,
ye jina we se so ahomia ba ye ba kase bo no esi ye beto aso ye serew enko ba bia ba sisia. Yamaye ho yenho akwa abafe yeto akase bono eso. Ebra ene akua Ghana anya mfinhye adusiensia 66 years ye hye fa ewo adaklo a eno no ewo framantemu no na yenim se empenife wo my Ghana mase bekwa waka ho ahwe amadwumedie no akosofi se eye Ghana yenka ye dakese pa ekyerese ye bra ye gifa hodie fi akosikoko ensem na so kanema mpanyin yewura John Dramani Mahama akasa adi atodwa se enya ade se 6 March wode no ho be hyem fi se ye no amanyosem MPP hono mo no mo faso edi yo mo campaign bo mo nto a na enkrofo bi nso ebosire hehe ewodwumedie no ase a adane amanyosem amade kodie participant edi fa hodie no ayira enunti wonfa ne ho enhyem afi.
I just came from the Volta region, and just when I was leaving, we were preparing to celebrate the Independence Day. I stopped going to the Independence Day because it's become a party jamboree. I went to Tamale. They told GBC to take the camera off me. They buzzed their supporters in and filled the whole stadium. When I got into the stadium, the place was quiet. I went and sat. They gave me some corner somewhere and went and sat there. And they occupied the days. And any of them who came in, hey, hey. And I said, I don't want to be part of this party jamboree. Independence is a solemn national celebration. We used to celebrate it at the Independence Square. And everybody wanted to come. Today they buzzed their supporters in. They have party flags. They are wearing party t-shirts. I don't want to be part of a party jamboree. Nkrumah got us independence. I'm an Nkrumahist. I will attend an Independence Day any day if it's not hijacked by one party. Because it should be a national day for all of us. So I'm not going to be in hold because I don't want to be part of an MPP jamboree. You watch what will happen. So bust their people in and occupy that whole place.
Yako ahafo mantam no emu na ne Ghana nyemfinhia adusia ensia no ahafo mantam so womo ahye womo fa womo hyeye ewo Kenya se ne ho eno so afo hwe mantam no eso Honorable George Yabuachi o kasa no wode etu edwa na wobo nananom ahemfo ene adehye won mantam no nyina ba so se won nyina ebua ama empuntuo mapa ekoso ewo mantam no emu.
For regional minister, Mr. Afomantemu Suafo, Onumunyamfo George Abuachi de nsem we nyina no tudwa. Ebra Afomantemu fo nso de wo regional Independence Day celebration ehye so e wo Kenya se. Eho e no panin kase de adesede e ba beto nananom hemfo. Ene adehye a wonom e wo mantam ni nyina anim. Se wo mo empre nkabo mu nko a esan se nkabo mu e na pre o man bia e konkan ti se Afomantemu ne se wo mo eprimpuntu sem a ene no wo mo enhwe na wo mo empre nkabo mu nko amfa ma wo mo eno nko na betimi anam so ama nkunimdi a wo mo so mbenya wompuntu dwuma famu no etimi abamudi ama wo mu wo se aban ne de nhyepa agu akwan mu ehwe se wo beye enuoma ba ko mienu bi na etimi aboa na wo mpuntu sem no wo mafa ne la ewo ho no mu ebetwetwe investors di aba ho no na se enkabo mu ni ho no mu a wanhwe yi asa ni so ade hu ni nyina no enya ade a ebebe mu enu nti eno wototo ade asro mu se wo mpre nkabo mu nko a na wo emfenya wo mpuntu sem.
We believe that it is the right of every child and young person to have access to quality education, not only to be able to earn a decent living, but also because a nation of educated, skilled, well-informed, and morally sound people can build a just, fair, and prosperous society.
Enwashia for Regional Director of Education, Mr. Penny Kwanchefo a wokoko drumu ewa Afomantemu a woda enwumasua tena ye no ano. Ewura Lucy ama Ankara ono so fa akwanya no so na ene obompenifo abaso yie pa wakwan hodo o mo fa so no mo de apem nwumasua nsem akonkan ewa Afomantemu ho no.
Ahafo na yete ye na ye region fufura yete ye. Na wo hwe niema papa assemblies ne di agu akomo ede boa aboa ma enwumasua ekwanimu pa ama bibia yebeye bia wo manyimu ahafo enya de ye kam ne kwakwa ni se eye asutifi north ha DC ne ne mpanifo ede niema gu akon se akwala bi obaya ade obi si ebebo na baso
Additionfo bi anase schools ahodo bi a won mo de wo ho age Independence Day 6 March ni mu no wo mu enya abasobode no so wo mo de nsem sei ene koye ede ma aban no.
Regional Coordinator a boy. The boy is one man. Opposite your training, which you have here, and this anime and the day. There was one can say, and said, I'm the boy. The sound boy is the so man found my baby much to say, Umunya the Musi had the bomb castle, what's singing on my before. I'm not afraid it's here.
Mercy Kropon Assembly Beye and Son and na ewo Asante Mante Mahinkro Kumasimo omokobode mu ewo Jubilee Park ehweye edi enne Independence Day no ananya asam ketwa kora na wo hwe adesuafo school sahodo a eye ankrankra ne abanu dia mu enkoda ebebo nsra na so be machi ye hwe madwumadie no ekoso na bantama hene baafo wusu amankwa eti otoso ensia edina no nyam beta adwumadie no echi enam so ema Asante Mante mu ne asoafo bebre no so ekasai adwumadie no ase.
As a country, we still hold our pride as the inspirational leading light on the African continent, and it is important to come together to add on to the legacies of our forefathers for generations yet unborn. We need to bring back the unity of purpose to engender the needed strength required to address the challenges we face as a country. Undoubtedly, we are aware of the global political, economic, and social turmoil confronting the entire world, for which Ghana is not an exception. This is the period that we need to come together, reason together, to adopt measures and strategies which will mitigate the negative ramifications that these unfortunate occurrences have had on the country and its population. The government of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, realizing and noting the weaknesses in the structure of the Ghanaian economy, introduce pragmatic policies and programs to address the weak structure of the economy. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war have retarded or hampered the realization of the full benefits of these policies and programs. This notwithstanding, the Ashanti region has received an appreciable number of development projects since 2017, including but not limited to the Kumasi International Airport, the Buankra Inland Port, TVET, STEM, and the Creative Arts Schools, health facilities, the residential accommodation complex for appeals court judges, which is the first in its kind in this country, and other court buildings. Let me take this opportunity to encourage all the MMDCs, members of parliament of the region, and all other government appointees to actively monitor these projects to their ultimate completion for the people to enjoy the full benefits of them. In the middle of the current economic challenges, I urge all MMDCs to concentrate on completing ongoing projects, except in situations where it is very necessary, urgent, and critical that they can commence new ones.
I will entreat each and every one of us to continue to be patriotic, to defend the good deeds of our motherland. To be patriotic is to love Mother Ghana well and be proud of it. An example of patriotism is expressed in our song. Mayomalimu sem nyewahia sem, dadwen ho anopa, ewia enumre nyina. Sawore bompaya kai Ghana. Sre onyankopon fa Ghana hye nsa. Eno ene kyese wo ye oman bapa. Eno na ekyese wo odo ma oman Ghana. Eno ara na yere hwehwe. Odo ma oman Ghana. Eno ara na ihia nyina.
Egusua wo Independence Day ene akoso Ghana fa na nyina no ne de ni kyeremu wo Bono East mantam no enso mu wo so ne wo ebodwa ehye fa na nya asem kuma akra na so afọ hwe mantam no eso ono onyamfo kwasi Edujan enso kasai na de to Ghana de hye nyina enim se asundua a oman no ekura mu no eso man ba bia na afam de na asundua no ekoso a etena hono mo.
Buno East Region, Michelle Bunapo Yamantemu, Independence Day celebration, no, woman so dear Eba so Ewon Kranza South, Mexico Assembly Nimu. Na Butaya na Edaso, any say Yankabomu Yahu Den, any Abotaye, our unity, our strength, our purpose. Na parade, no, what you say, schools are woodrow, a Kwekwa woodrow, cadet corps, and woman Eba boy, I share my Danny Yashron pa, and penny for Ediomon Winyamba Betaye, Emon Winyam focus here, Dujaya or no, Eya Bunapo Yamantemu Suafo, Ojina Paso den Sem Tudra, or Chilemu say, or no dear Asumdria Ghana, ye enjoy Sabrina Yadia, any day ye pa, Nanso Adia Bako, and was to say, ye bebuan and ye yashumu say to treat, and say, ye be me a bam one seven Adaya come up on Sonia Bohobine, near one so a try and wish yan so yen shall say, young Conco say no, was this year and Sasa Samayana, and Nipa be Edgalam say, and what they say no.
The theme for this year's celebration is our unity, our strength, our purpose. Our unity is indeed our strength, and our diversity is our power. Diversity creates an ecosystem that fosters creativity and helps bring together different perspectives, ideas and voices that is needed to build a prospective nation. Unity is more than just joining with others for the sake of unity. It is about canvassing strength for a greater purpose. The unity and the high spirit of patriotism exhibited by the freedom fighters, regardless of their ethnicity, tribe, and religion, should motivate all of us to build a nation of opportunities for ourselves and for our future generations. Nananom, the peace we enjoy today would become a nightmare if we do not begin to consciously cultivate a high sense of national vigilance in all aspects of our lives. Be the environment, chieftaincy, and security. It is an urgent task for all to rise up and rid the nation of all security threats and environmental degradation. One significant feature of the country is that in the face of all trials, difficulties, and disagreements, we are never torn apart. We are one united country. This indeed is an achievement we must all be very proud of. We must try to maintain this cohesion and refuse to be disintegrated by any form of misunderstanding.
Yejina we say so asa home ya ba ka se bono ensi ye beto aso e de amawo. Boy Cratchy Penny, our no and a war upper danger west about to Pesciano so a woman from Mantemu. You munya for Richmond Kodia. Now what they are to draw Astra Ahim for no any in Penifua or more pomon munada so mon come no one must dream bomb nemoa Emma Mantamono fan into my panfra. What they say when nada et suja a bra na in from Mantemu so for munya for Justina Marigold Asan Eddie any mumu Eddie Independence Day no.
DC Cratchy the ma upper Denchira West mentioning no ewo mfimfini Mantemu Central Region munyam for Richmond Kodua na wade adesade ato nananom nananom atrankodwa enu omo boa ma hini ensem nyina ewie peye wo my Ghana mu nyina se wo mo embo modern wo mo hwe se ade bia no akofa menteme ho ase ababeja hini ensem ho ewo mpatam bia no wo mo ewo no wo mo enhwe na asomdwe abu ya no wo mo enom ano ni nyina no betimi anam so amampuntu esem no o my Ghana baby bia no wo no yetimi afanela wo se mema enkonko yese e bia yedi mfinhye aduosiansia no awie na afei ahini ensem ntokwasem no da so a ekoso etwentwen yempuntu esem ase eno de na chese yekoye ana se ye baaye na yese ankoyi kura enti wo mo emprenka bomu no mo hwese asomdwe nsem no bewie peye wo baby bia no a wo mo ewo
I would want all and to bear in mind that we have only one Ghana, and we all belong here. We do not have anywhere to go. So let's unite and build the nation Ghana. This is the call to unity. This is the current call for us to be united. In unity, we have strength. In unity, we can attain our purpose for Upper Denchira West District. Without unity, we will fall. Without unity, we cannot progress as a nation and as a district. This is the call to the chiefs of Upper Denchira West. If there's any time to come together, this is the time. If there's any moment to come together as chiefs and be one, so that we can progress and develop this district, this is the time. No other time than this time. This is the time for unity. When we are united, then we can create synergy. When we are united, then we can seek the prosperity that we need for our district. Without unity, we cannot progress. Without unity, we cannot develop. Without unity, hunger and poverty will still lead us in this district. None of all the various towns in Upper Denchira West, none in Upper Denchira West Traditional Council, Upper Denchira West and East Traditional Council. This is the call.
The youth form the bulk of our country's population. Your region, our beautiful central region and the country needs your energy, your dynamism, your creativity, above all, your dreams for development to push our country forward. I therefore urge all of you to resolve to support the Central Regional Coordinating Council in the implementation of the Central Regional Development Strategy and Transformation Agenda to create more avenues to attract more investments in the tourism industry, agro-processing, and the service sectors to accelerate our rates of development.
Na ede ni chemu ewo Aban Cratchy Penny wo awutu Senya West Mensi no emu wonfimfi mantem no mu onumunyamfo Joseph Edu aseye when nke say the adestede ato Ghana this year nyina nim say yanka bomu na yenye baako esan say praye wo ka bomu a ubu a emu da na e ka bomu a empunto bebre na ebetimi dia ba oman no emu osan so the adestede ato Ghana this year nyina nim say eniema yanka san ye ewo memu no yentobi na emuama oman no entumpon
enti ena semini wo edu se yebedi ebro ebi se yebedi banchi ebi se yebedi brodia ebi se yebedi ekoduo esense no ne yebia Ghana na so de bi wo pe na wo pe chips a efi amanoni aba na wo ni wo bo wo ye school ni wo ha na wo pe chips di abrofo nduani dia wo bo wo da chi adwuma ho abro enti se wo pe mo di bebra na yenya ndu amo ye enti ja di bebre na di no kuma bi esense the more wo di mu no na abrofo ye na me ne wo edi hia enti mpepesu a ye di ye hia se ye banya unity na ye kan wan sem edi ya ho ndi na enya purpose a ye na mfo eko enti ye besre se economic emancipation no e was say ye fimu na se ye be fimu a o ma penisi agina meni wo ya ho ndi eni butaye ba ko a eda ye nim eso enti enda ewutu se yamanfo a yehye mu ha me ye passionate appeal na me ye appeal se eya me de se me maame ni me papa egina ha nyina no eye typical display se ya ready se ye beboa ewutu se ya empuntu ye nyina ye hye dia ye no ewutu se ya ha enti afi fa ho dide e fa so o ma benisi yesre district yi mu fo se ye hye ase na ye ndidia ye bia no ha se upe emudi baadia and ya fasi woni so se yesu baba beduamu amagana
okay dem how how it's in parliament I represent you can be a federal maybe some how our parliament I otuminya resolution and I put myself the problems there for this constituency makodo maye tumina position is remains so anyaza I'm taking it for granted and I'll continue to work and serve you as your member of parliament. And then every school has a motto. Every school has a motto. Obviously, knowledge is power. Obviously, effort and discipline. If you have to put together all the mottos that every school has in this district, I believe we'll have a lot of motivational words to share amongst ourselves. And these motivational words should be real, and we should really live by them. And in this director of education, I would wish that it may seem insignificant, but we really collect all of them and we share them amongst all the schools because where it's now working are very important to everybody. Also, you're paying more bread or your car. Also, you're paying more bread or your car. It's in a way you are, you're paying as a papa, and it's my papa, and what constituency. I'm a mom back one school, one can say over there, yes, yeah, you have famous, schools once why one famous, and then you get a community.
Amuzu kofe a eno eyekura ewo awutu senya east eho na enkoda no ekobode mu akopramano so senka omo ebo nsrahwe ama independence day no akoso nenso so omo ya ne se kaso posifo abebodompo no mo ama enemo mo eye no nyina da askata na se yapammo mu de furo ma ema enkoda na nigye etika ya omo de tu dwa kire mu so omo ra hopa
Afibia no adehia wonom wo Amuzukope community no wo mobɔ modern ehwese Independence Day parade no wo mbeye bi ede ama ankronkron schools ahodo a ewo empatam no emu afi we de no mo ye ne so wo mbeye ama no ayekiko ama no ayekrabehwe panti ene wo mo eboaboa wo mo ho ankasa eye rehearsals ankasa say wo mo de betwen ama 66th Independence Day celebration we no etimi awie mu die pan ede amom na eda no aduru so much say ene wo mo eye Independence Day celebration ene parade no ekoso kama de omu ya ne se ade no atene adan ya Kasoa district commander aposifo aba bedru ho no mene wo mo se parade no wo mo enyai a ye de asototo fo mo a UTV nsɛnhwɛfo amanebo no ene se eye abanya wuraba awa wo Kasoa mehwe MCE de Kasoa Ewra Anita Love Emisa na ekire mu se wo mo nkɔ no wo mo nkɔ mo enyai eye parade na wo mo eye ewo eye Amuzukope ho no mo no esan se ebese mensi Kropon assembly ne de no a wo ye ewo fanko ho a wo kire mu se eno no eye mensi Kropon assembly no wo mo ahinkuro people mu a wo mo eye no
one is stop here MC no see enjoy MC no see enjoy command the car enjoy I want to command you one and I can give you with your friend you can have friend no catch and say you know so enjoy wallahi move on say enye nkola ne nyina na schools ne nyina and a bit to participate aha program no fankodi no the big one ye in village hono schools no doors we work Kasoa maya na e wutu senya ha enti kakre bi na omo wo ye area hono and we only want them to feel say omo so omo ninje say na ye Independence Day ye say march na say na ye na omo so participate but ye wo ho na ye te ye me na make akọ inspect parade no me na make akọ read speech but me nim nienti afi nko ade MCC yem best topic program ebi ama declare me intention say me kwa contest for primaries ni dia but niesi ye ne dia na enye so nkola na ba ho with a nije omo practice so many days omo nso ba be march no ma atake part of a celebration no and one call because you are bemu because yendia power ni nyina kita yenti obi ankoda and I can say yen cancel program nkola ni esu omo nyina
Another year, oh my Ghana and Finchia, a Ducia, Insia, 66 years, so call Sesekro, a cra, a war, bequai, a was antimantum emu. Now come MA Primary School, a school from Quadano, in Niase, and Otra, Isfiadi.
Subran sama toma adwiri suku adan agufuma mankwada bebura henu de sese wo ko Sesekro MA Primary School e wo bekwai wasantimantem a omuni suku dan etim ejina so ma UTV nsɛmtwerɛ for aboy pinikyerɛkyerɛ for penina wo Sesekro MA Primary School ora Bernard Amwa Mensa ene na di nkomo ama wakyerɛkyerɛ kwan a sese wo fa so na wo de aboa ama de kyerɛ ne adesua akoso
bosome muani a insu etoy da memenda na Adampon and nine aye primary school no ana ye wa ha no ni nyina adrugu ye ama adekere ne adesua ntimi nkoso se ne ye pe no tisisi anama school no e dia kɔ enuase na ebi nso akɔ ahemfio eno no de how bebre na e batan se nso ye se tope na o se ye yi omu nyina sanso e de omoba edan mu na biemu nso ahemfio no so e ho ye bia nipa ta beba ba ho ntino emma adesua ne adekere no so entimi enkoso enti amana aye how aman pa ye bese adonfo ne aban titru se onko ye moa esanse se ne asetena ne adekere ne adesua ekoso ha no emwa yenkra enam enkra no so ebisusa pa achese ewiemu tena ne enuase tena ka akwa ho no ahwe na de asamfofo nso abanti ye besere adonfo ne wona kan bia ewom se omde mboa nso ebeba abeboy
ohini a wo Sesekro nana amoako asare otosomienu na afa PTA dwom training ene UTV nsɛmtwerɛfo ekasai
adiba emi akɔ education officer so mun sidai makɔ MC no ho bekwai oso man kofa ba be up to date o mai sisi an me pemwa se amanfo beboa me ne betumi si school da ne nkranda chi bie mun so ne ba be si anan nche se o man no afa ne kpa be fa nye sa se de se sikika kro ne nsuo to a nkran be kofie ewiaba mombo kofi empo besina horo musua de ho no emmoa bi wo ewiaba no mo pregu nkura no so no mo keka fa ne ho no mo dwendwane tebuwa no betre ni tse nkura no mo timi nsua de no mo nenam temesire obia kakra bi obia benya bia no onfa mebo no me fam peja school ne se nkura no so nya baabi nsua de no
sesi a baabi nkura ne betena kura asua de na ahometi ebititi nuase nti mo aba no mabahwa ma ya sadia amanfo beti enka na o maboboaye yesra amanfo se obi owo atinka bia omna na o maboaye
Nananuma ahemfo ni penifo bi na afensu MPP ekomani bi omo damfa kwema ne amehia ani nada ye bro no wonkra hase no de aseda ne adesede akwakoto penifo no anu achi no omo de achopa mu odu papa akoma oswafo a wohwen sase ne obo ade ne paso na afensu na bedi akire onumanyamfo Benito Wusu bi ose omo ebo mo kwaduo so mafanya nsakwa ne sebo akwan so abeji asase efro mo nsam so enye sa na tie nti omo kire so oswafo no onfo mbo ne nchewo.
On behalf of the Committee of Chiefs, we wish to render an unqualified apology to the Land Minister and his deputy Samuel Abu-Jinapo and Benito Owusu Bio. I will commend them on the grounds that even I have to come to the former minister who at the boardroom or the conference hall told us that some of the parties who comes to the table are not part of the acquisition. Secondly, I recommend Benito Owusu Bio for making it clear to us that the communities that own the land, the size of the land, the acreages they owe, and the percentage they are going to get per the ratio was all made clear to us. And so, if these people, their name have been dragged in the gutters, the Committee of Chiefs will not sit aloof and watch this go down the drain. We will wake up and speak to it. And we also...
Na ye ko adwadifo ene ye nwanuma edi isanhudwa won de adesede ato aban anim se dollar no ehuri kwam no amomudwa egupa nti omsra ban se won hwe na dollar bribia no na hoode ne kosoro no omo hwe na omo nye hu bibi emom se de be ya edwade omo edi no so no ebetimi agina
man paying on your wheat wa ha wheat no wakra margarine na the most of the nyama yo pan fu po ye use po wakra inti nyama ne ba ye zena ne nyina ida ye bestre ma sika no ahonze no bokofom manyama no so no bo akofom abahe na manya so ye tumanyi ye tumfo so ba pay don to we samro do because alone you wheat ema inti maya sra ye de nyama wo batete o nyama no sika dollar no bafom a nyama so bafom a ma be nyina ye akoma to ye bibia ye fine
na madwamu ma ye bre hu ye mabo ye to awon so titru choba for gas no ekum ye ya pa cha tomatoes fuo ashrofuo bachefuo obibia
afiwe exam form ye no mo ka radio so say enipa 5000 and mofra na pass a mo nyina ekọ school ye be say ye mpanifo o mampani eni na be de akire o mo make sure say ye mofra no o ma pass o mo ko school o mo fie so na do so enti ye be say o mo ma mofra no adwumanye na ma o man netumi atumpon akonanim anya say awofo no o mo bredodo se bebre na wie adwuma awie school o mo nya adwuma ena se ebi so na akọ school ma omodi emonya 5000 omuzo wo fie enti ye besere se o mampani eye 66 years afinko mabiem ne ye ma omowie school tifie nyina na omonya adwuma ye na ye ma me so omo ho atowom
to amidi mama students say sa wo beba school a to buasi nyabutre wunyabutre ebu wo teacher eni obia nafa adisua no emma anya anapa ne awia na yiwa dwenfiri edro bone enyama bone a ensa ahomaso we wadwun free so inshallah won so dachi wo ba bedani panyipa atakbir
da Independence Day enoti Ghana yetifie dodo na nkobawo ne nyabowade de enam adwuma ya abrenti ne ba ne sape ne nkrofo bi etutu akrakra akomiemeye awodo no akwakwaji omani kakra home na enkanka ne mpo anomeche beaches awodo Ghana hase ne UTV de cameras ekọ hon mu ba bi etese Labadi Beach yekoye ne nkrofo bi edi nkomo hwebu busa omo se afofi de se enomusi hu no ebera omaba beach ne se enomubu ase
na die nipa nhyeda market say previous ones nipa bapa hu nipa bebre around but say nipa mastela nipa pakakra ya 6 March Ghana nya 66 years and you say you celebrate you say me energy say the economic situation is tie bia say the abrabon is tie bia no once atoen kwa de you say me energy you say celebrate yankopon dom ye won kwa ye ti ase Ghana this 66 years energy kwa ntenije mu an yewo sanetie enije mu an yewo enya manyina na nyana se ne yenya nui ye wa asumdwe ye ahoto obia timi ko se ne nanwuma so kwa na nanwuma anya na kaka odididi se ne atu bia no enije nyankopon ne dana se se o magana nya emfisha aduasensia ya eni age ya celebrate nti se na tie bia na enije nko amu ne yewo Turkey ese ai asase wo so asisi Ghana experience ye hu bi sa nyankopon dom enije aba enye 66 years obia sori a okọ adwuma so onya kakra dididi obia tiase nti no enye ji celebrate enije mu an yewo nti no obia wo fie no e ma ran ho bra na beji wani bra yese Labadi Beach ne we enije nko a ti obia wo bia no ji wani se wo fie so wo hin ji wani nyankopa adom ye tiase won kwatiase
for Independence Day no minim say ka Accra there people like to come out very much. But here, me and Kasametna say Labadi, I very slow. I'm on for Shadan Babon, things I make so for the past 7 years now, no Babon. But me for Labadi, I even enjoy Independence. Until me head here, people are even home more. But it's very nice to come out.
Last year was far better than this year because this year, as compared to last year, by 3 to 4 p.m., people here was crowded. But this year, like things are not working out the way we are expecting it to. You know, normally every 6th March, we normally buy a lot of meat and sausage. But this year, as compared to this year, it's not the same. Today, like this, we were not able to buy up to 20 pounds of meat or 3 bags of sausage because the market is it didn't move like the way we expected it because they've taken the seed match to somewhere else. Because even last year when they took it to Tamale, things didn't work out. But at least it was far better than this year. So I don't know, probably like it's happened as a result of the way things like the prices of things have increased in Ghana here or what.
First, no, Edu Independence Day is Anya Mana. Nkofon share and call out to enjoy themselves, and I've been betting a few because I'm like I said, holiday and form home, nothing goes on, so they are just home. But at least also now check room now experience the course. Fun there, it's all about you yourself. It goes and comes. Until any journey there, the business is small, you know. It's not like before, but small, you know. How we can get something to take up for the family, we get it, but it's not like before. You know, it's small.
Jana is slow, amaye. Janu and cost papa. I did turn up from. Yeniska skaba from Intina Jana Yasan. This ra media me can say. Ye pain on Shannon boy na Yeniaman Kosumaye. Because it's a bibia moyedin. School fees Ninyaman. Business I have basa.
Abusiampani sɛ ɛkwan wasedian ewie ɛwawa no enyimire ha na bɛma nkwan ma yɛde kasɛbɔ a yɛde bɛsom mu no esi na sɛde enyimire yi minimi aba yɛ ho a yɛfɛ yɛwɔ Ghana month mu enti ɛwɔ se yɛhyɛ Ghana yɛnkasa yɛ nneɛma Awofa Enterprise ɛwɔ Ship House UTV Peace FM animu ayi a na daroma ne ho ayɛfɛ saa opɛ kente ntoma na ato anasa opa henema batakari ahemfu nchinya na opato obe engagement ope Ghana an African way ni nyina no Awofa Enterprise ohima
okọ Awofa Enterprise asawo ware sawo kwa yie sawo kwa apunto se o yesi wo hina na so ohima ade bia de ye nipa wo ma ne ye fe no wadamu bafu a enkapo ahodo ni nyina da Awofa wo bi ene o hwe de egu mi kom de egu mi nsa wutimi say yes ekua me dem fo ene ya guru di post ko kwan so kra enti aya no wa frɛ Awofa Enterprise e was 0204 366 774 0204 366 774 na Awofa afaw address so na ho ayefe amwadam bafua na bosumi we se de ni nyina mu no Awofa ene be ma ye ho ayefe enti frɛ no na ɔma wo so enye fe 0204 366 774 bedi adiakia ajewa akodi yemene
David Ofori Safo production team no yɛda mu nyinaa ase abusuafo ha na ɛde mu esi yakra mu nyinaa